Greetings, 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 greetings. All right. This is real impromptu. I was just inspired because I had a little bit of a trigger, and um, the way that I process things is I share them. So I'm gonna do this video. It may or may not make it outside of this moment, but I'm not sure, and I want to record it. This is going to be about human chemistry. Yeah, because like I said, I was just triggered, right? So I'm just processing this out here about how human chemistry works, because um, you might find it useful too. So let's think about our smallest particle that has been studied widely anyway, the atom, right? So the atom is known to be like I said, the smallest particle that's, being taught in public schools about anyway. And it's got a nucleus, right? I know this is a review for some, but it's got a nucleus of protons and electrons. Oh, I'm sorry, neutrons. True. Neutrons. Okay. Protons and neutrons. Same thing here. Okay. And on the outside of the atom are these other little light forms, energy forms that we call electrons. Okay, and these electrons orbit around the nucleus. Okay. Now, the reason why I'm pointing this out is because whatever is below is also above, dimensionally. Dimensionally. So, you think about how, see, I'm looking for examples around here real quick, impromptu, right? So forgive me. I don't have something I can use right now, but if you think about a spiral. All right, now this is two-dimensional. Like it's got a length and it's got a width, right? Or a height, whatever you want to look at it. But when we talk about now, we're going to change its dimension. Now I'm going to take this spiral and I'm going to give it another dimension, depth. Depth. I'll show you depth. This is depth, right? So it was just a spiral where it had a length and a width, and it still has that same, the length and the width or the height. But now it's got a depth. You see? So now we've got something that's three-dimensional, right? Now it goes on and on. It goes to higher dimensions, but just dealing with this here, right? Okay. That we're dealing with dimensions when I'm talking about the atom, because the atom is of a certain dimension of us. Okay. I am made up of atoms. And so this may be the below. This may be, the two-dimensional aspect of it, but it gets wider and more vibrant and more alive. Anyway, in terms of a dimension of life, we would replicate the same. I am one atom. My mother is another atom, and my father is another atom, and we all are collaborating together. So I have a particular energy that's inside of me that's neutral, and meaning it doesn't have any charge at all. It's willing. It's neutral, a neutron, And then we also have what I would like to call magnetism. Okay, magnetism right here with a proton. It's got a positive charge. Bless you, blessings. A positive charge. Okay. This positive charge is what's going to draw in, like I said, it's magnetism. And here we've got some electric. Electric like a spark, okay? Electric is pushing out. This is curiosity, right? So neutral, this is conforming. Conforming, right? And here we have curiosity. Electrons. So as we are engaging with each other, because this is human chemistry, right? If we are engaging with each other, now I'm talking about a whole other person here. Like this is a person. Okay, a particle of light. This is a person, and this is another person. A particle of light. And these are the things that, we've got our energy inside of us that's quite neutral, and then we've got our more charged, more expressive energies that are flowing around us in our own particular being, right? You listen to any of my videos, you kind of know that we ourselves are emitting this energy outside of ourselves, right? So we've got this going on in here. Okay, we've got these orbits. 1, 2, 3, 4. These orbits, circles of influence. Okay, the things that we are connecting to, that we are curious about, we are interested about, right? These are our electrons. This is our electric energy that we are diffusing. We are sharing, because that's why we're curious, because we want to have a reflection, someone else to share back, right? That's called communication. Now, I want to note that's what we're doing here. When we've got these electrons coming out for this electron, and now, we're really, engaging, right? We're sharing electrons. We're sharing information through curiosity. I speak, and then curiosity, the other person speaks, right? And, we're receiving, hopefully. Some things don't have to be received, which is what kind of keeps the charge going, right? That's where they say, passion needs a little bit of ups and downs, right? Just to kind of keep things going. It's an exchange, because passion was that up and down is what inspires growth. When we're testing, okay, we're testing each other's intelligence, the information that's being transferred back and forth. But here we have these getting closer, and when they get closer, there are expectations, because now we're getting closer to those positive, right? Those positive charges that like conformity, magnetism, sameness. All right, so this is the electricity. And then as things get closer, we're looking for sameness, and that's when we're looking for collaboration. Passion is when there's this going inward and this outward. There's still these maintaining of boundaries. That's what allows passion. This maintenance of boundaries allows for the continued growth and the continued sustenance of these two individuals, these two persons, to be able to coexist. And there is a balance to that, because there is a particular chemistry between each one of the other atoms or persons within one sphere. Boundaries are important. The respect or the collaboration of boundaries are what make communication relevant. And relevant meaning making it real. Something that's real, something that stays within the awareness. It's combining collaborative communication. One more point to this. When one exceeds on what other one comes in, because again, we're looking for sameness when we come closer to each other, right? Some sameness while allowing some boundaries for there to be growth in the way that we express our energy, right? But when we come too close, and when I say too close, I mean that one's I'm gonna use a different color. One person's electric sphere comes into the play of another, right? Got these, sorry, they're electrons, right? So they're supposed to be not the same as the protons. But one of these electrons, this curious and not just curious but invasive, pushes out this I come from this tribe, this belief, this synchronicity, this particular space, and even though I am one, I am going to infringe even where it is a comfort zone for this other person, right? Just even the energy of that happening can create a stir, right? The infringements. How can that be managed? Non-violent communication. Violence. Oh, does that sound like an off word? Too harsh? Too harsh? It's taking the energy and reverting it back to self. I. That's how I see it. Violence. Violence. I don't know. It's reverting the energy back. It makes sense to me. But what we want is non-violence communication. What we want is alliance. Alliance. An alliance would mean understanding boundaries. Because usually those who are kind of close together, it's a very thin line. It's a very thin line. Because usually, this is what I come across learning, is usually those that stay together for a pretty long time in this area, they tend to want the same thing anyway. They tend to want the same thing. Some may voice it more than others, but they tend to want the same thing. They just express it differently or at different times. So through nonviolent communication and a clear understanding of what the other desires as an end goal to begin with, okay, both see another projection out here that is still to be produced. You know, it's just a matter of finding the chemistry of how to make these electrons work together in passion for something that is projected later on. Nonviolent communication. I believe I'll leave a tool. There's an author who writes specifically about nonviolent communication, teaches about it. I'll leave that somewhere in an information place, wherever that's found on this platform below. Yeah, nonviolent communication. So do you see how our positive and our negative energies are not necessarily a good or a bad thing? Either way, positive, negative, how we use these terms, neither energy is a bad energy. There's no such thing as bad. There's everything in chemistry, in bringing the energies together. All right? Earth is homeschool, classes in session. I hope you find your chemistry. In Lakish Alakin, I am another yourself. Play, create, and cultivate. And love.